Hello and welcome. This is Not Just Making the Tea, the podcast which discusses the realities of our career and life choices whilst made at school and college. It celebrates the parts that haven't gone to plan as much as those which have. With every chat, the plan is to explore what life skills are there to be learned and how they can influence and help us to succeed. I'm your host, Rachel Price, the founder of Imali.com, the website for young adults. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you for listening to this episode. I hope that you enjoy the experience and that you'll continue to join me and my future guests on our journey. I do appreciate anyone who takes the time to listen, and please do send me any kind of feedback. It's truly, truly appreciated. So I'm recording these in very unusual times. The world has turned upside down, and we are certainly in unprecedented times. I wondered if this was the right time to release these episodes, but I decided that even though there was not much sense in our world at present, that maybe I could help by providing some advice and guidance through these episodes. If there is any specific topic you want to hear covered, please message, and I'll see what I can do. I hope that by listening, it will be entertaining, fun, thought-provoking, and hopefully give you some positive vibes in your day-to-day life. So on that note, let me start with today's topic. Role models. Is there someone who you look up to? Who is it and why? What is it about them that inspires you? For me, there would be 3 people who I can truly say I look up to. And on that note, I'm going to add a little tagline, which is, please don't judge me. I have my reasons for my choices. So, here goes. My first person would be Victoria Beckham. Now, some of you will turn around and say, whoa, Victoria Beckham? Why is she on your list? Well, actually, I think she's an amazing woman. So if we look at her history, she was part of the Spice Girls in the early 1990s. However, that's not how we would define her now. I would turn around and say now she is a successful entrepreneur, a businesswoman who is in control of Brand Beckham. And if you haven't heard of Brand Beckham, where have you been hiding for the last decade? And also, she's actually been a successful clothes designer. So launching in 2008, she put forward her range of clothes and beauty, and she was named Designer Brand for the Year in the UK 2011. She's also a mother and a wife. So why would I turn around and say that she is one of my role models, my inspire? Well, actually, I would turn around and say resilience. This is a lady who has never given up. She wanted to be successful. There was part of her that turned around and said, I will and I can. And she has made so many positive steps towards this. However, on that note, we can successfully turn around and say that her life has not been the easiest in this. She's shown resilience. She's shown that she will take a knock, she will get back up, and she'll have another go. Honestly, her career as a singer, as a wannabe, was not great. She was one of the ones that we would turn around and say couldn't dance, couldn't sing. I'm going to say hand on heart, I was probably one of those people who made those comments. However, as an entrepreneur and a businesswoman, she is right up there with the most successful. Her passion for what she does and for her life with her family and all of that goes with it is also inspiring. Creativity. Now, I appreciate she has a team, and that team will be the ones who are responsible, partly, for what she brings out onto the runway each season. However, there has to have been a spark within her for us to be able to see that. So for me, resilience, passion, creativity. There's 2 other points. The next one is that she's actually pivoted. She's managed to change direction, change tack if you like, and become so successful. She's shown initiative, and that for me is just inspiring. So my first person is Victoria Beckham. My second person is Sir Robin Knox-Johnston, and he's at the completely other end of the spectrum. Now, most of you will have never ever heard of this guy. He's 81 and he's a British sailor. And you'll go, but why? Why on earth? Well, I'm a bit of a water geek, whether it's on the water, on top of the water, under the water. And I think this guy is amazing. So, in 1969, he became the first person to perform single-handed, non-stop circumnavigation of the globe. That is amazing. In its own right, not many people ever have the chance to do that. And in 2007, at the age of 67, he set a record as the oldest yachtsman to complete round-the-world solo voyage in the Velux 5 ocean race. Now, he established an ocean race open to amateurs in 1996 called Clip Around the World. I have been privileged enough to have taken part in this in 2010 and 2012, representing Australia and also Londonderry, so Ireland. And I had the pleasure of meeting Sir Robin Knox-Johnston on both of those occasions, and would turn around and say again, resilience is one of the key factors that just struck me as so important with him. Courage. I mean, if you're going to sail solo, you have to have a lot of courage. But also his ethics of developing teamwork and leadership. He is inspiring. And if you ever get the chance to watch him, listen to him, Google him, please do, because this is an amazing guy. So my second person is Sir Robin Knox-Johnston. My third person, and this is when I'm going to go personal, is my grandmother. So my grandmother is 90, and she's one of those ladies who has struck me as being very formidable and just one of those people that you completely respect. So, yeah, my grandmother, she is 90, as I said, and if I could do and be like her when I get to that age, she's still driving. I'm not sure she should be, but she is. And I feel completely safe in the car when I'm with her. I just want to be her. And so I love her to bits, and she'll always be there. So my grandmother is my third person. So I want you to have a think about who and why they would be your top 3. That's our first episode done for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. The plan is to upload at least one episode each week, but in the meantime, please go to amali.com for updates and activities on topics aimed to help us all be more successful. Thanks again, keep safe, and keep smiling.